Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me is Les Mail, CEO of the Dubai Gold and Commodities Exchange, to discuss a new market technology agreement with Nasdaq and the exchange's vision for future growth. Les, it's great to have you with us on Trade Talks.
All right, thank you, Jill. Thank you for inviting me.
And you recently announced a market technology agreement with Nasdaq to deliver a full suite of integrated marketplace solutions. Can you first tell us about DGCX's background and how you've become a leading derivatives commodities exchange in the Middle East?
Yeah, for sure. DGCX is the largest derivatives exchange in the Middle East. We have a 15-year history, a proud history. We have our own clearinghouse, DCCC as well. And we trade about $2 billion a day of notional value across four major asset classes in a region it's reasonably dominated by cash equities. So there's a large potential for growth for the derivatives exchanges. And we have quite a big international footprint. We have members from about 15 countries globally, all accessing through to our Dubai base, where we're somewhat blessed living and working in Dubai because of the trading day. We can span both the East and the West through the Asian market, the Middle East market, obviously Europe and the US open. So we're open for about 17 hours a day here, and that might extend, of course, in the coming years. And Dubai has that dynamic ability of growth and innovation, if you like, fast growing. And these are the kinds of qualities that we hope to reflect in DGCX.
Les, what differentiates DGCX and your offering compared to other marketplaces in the region?
Good question. I think there's maybe three areas that I would point to. I think there's a broad range of products that we offer. As I say, there's many cash equities exchanges, local stock exchanges, but with the derivatives portfolio that we've got across those four asset classes of metals, base and precious, the FX currencies, the hydrocarbons, the oil, as well as the equities. So a nice broad range, but also products that they're quite creative, they're innovative, particularly our new products. We can't be an exchange that adds lookalike contracts like many other exchanges out there. In order to punch above our weight, we need to offer something different. And we have areas, particularly with our Indian rupee contracts, that are quite unique. Particularly with our Quanto product, our newly launched weekly. So that's quite attractive, we think, to our marketplace to have that broad range of products and contracts. Secondly, the tax situation. Here in Dubai, there's no local application of capital gains or corporate tax, and all of our products and contracts are traded in US dollars. So that makes it, probably for the third point now, quite attractive to our US, European, Asian clients across the globe. The ability to access US denominated products in a time zone that's favorable to them, in a tax environment that is equally commercially advantageous. And today we have, I guess, 25% of our volume flow coming out of Europe alone. So that's testament to the fact that we've got a balance of our counterparties, not just the types of counterparties, but the geographical areas that they come from as well.
Tell us about the exchange's response to COVID-19 and its resiliency through the associated market volatility.
Look, I mean, like many businesses, exchanges, we invoked the working from home plans, the contingency, the tried and tested contingency procedures. We now have 100% of our staff back in the office here in Dubai from about the beginning of July. So we're no different to many businesses in the sense we had that sort of 3 or 4 month break of effectively running an exchange from people's laptops in their bedrooms, which is a marvelous achievement and testament to the efforts of everyone involved. But there's a core point in there, a key message, that the exchange stayed open. And I think this is yes, we're very thankful to the federal authorities here in the region, but our membership needed the exchange to stay open for the very risk management tools and services that they use on a day-to-day basis, but also the access to capital that needed, particularly with the banks having some reduced hours in the Indian market, having the exchanges globally, not just DGCX, but globally, staying open, silently doing what they've always been doing, I think was a great achievement. And for us, that was reflected in record numbers of our G6 currency volumes that we saw, the traded volumes. There was a I think it was a 450% year-on-year growth in our traded volumes there. So we're very pleased with how we were able to rebound and recover and continue to offer the same kind of service to our membership.
Looking ahead, what's your vision for DGCX's future growth and journey in the region and beyond?
Yeah, so, there's a comment that I often use in interviews about being regionally relevant. We've got to extend the footprint here in the sand, in the Middle East, and to offer those innovative products. We pride ourselves on being a member-led exchange. Our membership advise us what contracts they want. I can list 10 contracts tomorrow if I want, but who am I to say what trades best in the marketplace? It's got to be driven from our customer base. We launched in July, so during lockdown, we launched a few new contracts, rolling FX futures. These are spot contracts that have a perpetual delivery, never deliver, they roll forward, daily contracts in 3 currency pairs. We had our INR weekly contracts that we delivered. So these are quite innovative and quite creative. We have a Sharia compliant spot gold product. And that's the world's first Sharia compliant gold. And we'll look to extend that into other metals shortly. And that had some good trading, as you can imagine, with the gold price volatility. What else? There's a mini gold product, a 10-gram product that we'll be launching subject to regulatory approval later this year. Something that's aimed for the retail investors, and that will be the first in the Middle East as well. So again, having the regional relevance for sure in the Middle East, but coming up with products customer driven and have a degree of uniqueness in their quality, in order that we can be, to meet our vision, the leading exchange and clearinghouse of choice in the GCC, and to further extend the strength that Dubai already has for its FX and equities trading.
And Les, to wrap up here, tell us about the partnership with Nasdaq.
And it is, as a keyword, it is a partnership. I sign commercial contracts, of course I do, but this is one for the future. It's one that will deliver the strategy, yes, of those unique products that we talk about, but also crucially to tap the advantage of the clearinghouse, the DGCX clearinghouse. We're very keen that will offer clearing services to multiple exchanges, not just DGCX. And that's the growth that we see in the region. And the Nasdaq, it's an upgrade. It's not merely a migration. It's an upgrade in the type of functionality that we will deliver to our membership, but also the service that we can offer, adopting the NFF, the Nasdaq Financial Framework, for trading, clearing, surveillance, as well as risk management. But it is a partnership, you're dead right, and that's one that we hope will survive and outgrow my time at Exchange and also the future vision.
Les, great to have you with us on Trade Talks. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you, Jill. Thank you.
And thanks for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.